Before we bring Fari in, a big level, keep an eye on 70.35, 70.36. Those are back-to-back lows here. Keep an eye on that. Don't get real excited. 70.10, kneecap or air commander?
Watch Commander.
Watch commander. I'll go kneecap.
Watch Commander.
Yes! I win again. Joel owes me another lunch.
we are we
Should I randomize that? Next time I'll have a random number generator. And we'll add a couple of more choices in there. Really turn it around. All right, no worries. Because I don't want my buddy Joel keep on losing to you. At least if he loses to me on prices of the stocks. You got a binary, or what do you call it? A little bit more than a binary chance. Not fair.
Hey Fari, you're not looking
Yes, sir.
you're not looking so hot on your Microsoft bet here. It can't. We're down at 40. You got it by 2 cents. I missed winning by 2 cents the other day, and now we're back down.
Are you crying?
No, because I'm gonna win this.
Okay,
Fari.
okay. Just checking.
45.02 is now 45.62, trading down here in the market. So I'm still alive on that one. But Fari, let's just go to your overall market thoughts. We had the expiration, a little bit of fireworks. You had the week close on Friday, and then the whiff of a grease deal, and boom, we get back all those gains. We run right back up to the highs. A yo-yo market. I can't figure it out. What are the Sigma channels saying?
Okay. Before we get to that, let's finish Microsoft for a second. Just Reg FD, full disclosure. We do have a call. I don't think it's a call spread. It's a call. I'm not sure if it's a call spread or it's an outright. And it's under the water slightly. So let's be sure of that. We put that out in June, before the expiration. I think those are July's, but has not worked yet either. So let's discuss what's not working also. We just don't want to just talk about the winners. A trader doesn't have losses is not trading. Moving forward, market timing. We haven't made a new high, which is not probably what Uncle Auntie wants. I mean, not Uncle. Auntie Jeanette wants. I need more coffee. Since, let's see, on a closing basis, I believe it's late May that we put that in. I think it's like May 22nd. We came down to 2 Sigma channels. We stayed down there only 3 days. They were on the SPX itself. This is on the 8th of June, 9th of June, and then we retested it on the 15th, and we ran up. So we're still on a swing up. If you see our charts on market timing charts that posted on the Hunter Killer sub, you notice that one of our indicators, the trust, bottomed on the 8th. Okay? So I think this market should drop, but the current bias is not letting it. It's buy the dippers come in. Everybody believes in my view, on Yellen put. And as you notice, the push down here hasn't been really U.S. economy, even though we're not doing too great, but we're not doing bad either. Kind of Goldilocks a little bit. But it's the overseas news, especially Greece. And we keep on kicking the can down the road. One day that can is going to explode somewhere. It's going to get really big. But then take the perspective. Greece, with all the feta cheese and olive oil and gyro futures, you add up all of that, is less than the economy of Dallas, Texas. So it's more of a what could possibly happen to Rome, Italy, what could happen to Spain than anything else. It's Greece itself, Angela Merkel can take care of it, but not the other two, the Spain or Italy, should they get into some sort of trouble. Not that they're in now, but if they drift down to where Greece got to, then it would be a big problem. Market is just taking it in, taking it kindly. We also have lack of volume. We don't have a two-way market, Joe. You see how little we've traded. I think around noon, there were like maybe 30 million SPY traded only. That's unreal. Those are usually your first hour. Right now, let's look at today's data. Yes, overnight, 177,000 traded. So with that lack of volume in a boring market, what's the bias to the upside? They say always don't show the lackluster market. And it's scary to short it. So.
And Far, you've got to respect the resistance up here too, because we've been up this 2120 area multiple times over the course of the last couple of months, and it seems like every time we get up here, we just fail, and then we pull back down to 2060, 2070, 2080, and we find buyers again. I mean, we're in a trading range, and I always say when you're in a trading range, you got to respect the range until it's broken. Maybe eventually we come and we start breaking out here, but we're at the top of the trading range here, and when you're buying the top of the trading range, I've been hurt a lot of times buying the top of the trading range.
It's very difficult. I agree. Look, the 2100 was breached, I believe, in February area, if I'm right. Maybe not that. Or maybe not. Maybe closer. Yeah. Well, yeah, about February area. We haven't really gone up much, and we also haven't dropped much. If you look at the D-trender chart, which shows the detrending, we've been around zero. The only item that was detrending lower, that was showing a significant detrending value, was transportation. Not even Russell. And those two are what we call the canary in the coal mines, okay? But not even Russell. Russell came back. As a matter of fact, our hedge guy, Brad Sullivan, he went all in a bunch of RL, Russell futures. But then again, he's got, he I don't know where he gets his courage, but it's not where I got mine. He's something else. So I've been watching transportation. That's been a worry, but now you see beginning to slowly pull up. If it pulls up, it's all lights on and let's go. Very manufactured market, in my opinion.
Let's move on to individual stocks here, and we got Netflix finally. Yeah, you knew where I was going. Finally,
I can read a little bit.
The much anticipated 7-for-1 stock split is official here now. Joel and I were trying to figure out whether we should buy or sell on this news. Back, obviously, when Apple did the 7-for-1 stock split, if you were selling it post-split, it was the wrong move here. I'm looking at this chart, and it actually looks eerily similar to the Apple chart because Apple had the run kind of from 500 to 680 and then split 7-for-1. Not saying very different companies, very different fundamental structures, very different valuations. But what are your thoughts here on the 7-for-1 stock split coming up for Netflix, and are you buying or selling?
I am. Are you near Twitter by any chance? I'm going to post the chart for you right now on that.
Okay.
It's from our. It is from our. Not that you need a chart, but it's from our OTF server. As you can see, it's getting ready to go to a sell for about a 30-point drop only. I'll show you why. That's all.
Okay. I'm waiting for your
target
chart.
on the downside is 670. So do you want to short this for 30 points? The stock is at 700, all-time high. That would become the risk question you need to ask yourself. That's what I do when I go into a trade. I look at it and say, at this point, either for myself or for a client, at this point, given the risk parameters, can I afford doing the following? And I formulate the following is based on some numbers, right? So, hold on. Let me post this. There we go. It's up. All right. Take a look at it under my feed, and you'll see it's right there.
Okay,
As you see where the limits are. Look how it called the limits, and look how the centers were. Remember, look at it, and also look at the x-axis. That's not time. The time is not. It's date there, but they're not unit time. They're not equal time. Okay. It has to do with where activity comes in. Okay, based on volume. So that means blocks are coming in. Big guys are involved. And then you interpret what CI and CIDIF are doing. The CI is going to sell right now. As you see, the CIDIF just yesterday went to a red. First discernible red, okay? There's a small red before that and a small green before that, okay? But it's topping. But look how the center line, it has supported it.
Okay.
Okay.
I just posted your chart to the chat there too, so anybody who's following us in the chat, they can see it as well.
Right. Yeah, and it's a modified. We have to modify a lot of stuff to get to OTF, but that's in the background for the chart to come out.
Define OTF. Stop and define OTF for our listeners out there.
Okay, OTF is other time frame. It's when you trade volume profile for ES, NQ, CL, what have you. That's one of the first things they're going to teach you is that all this stuff is good. There's sausage charts. We call them sausage charts. the volume part, is good until the OTF guys show up. That is the big players, the large players, the other time frame. These are the guys who may trade once a week or once a day. They do not trade every 5 minutes or every so often that you and I. Yeah, these are big players, but it's like a carrier task force. When they come in, the small guys run away because these guys are so big and they can move the market.
They push.
I'm looking for the moves. Look at how this solid number of counts you have of those bars. For example, early part of June, right about where the name Netflix is, a little bit to the right of that, you'll see it, how it runs up. Those are the ones I'm looking for. And look also the separation you get on the CI. You know, the CI and CI diff underneath that, you'll see it, how it separates up. And that's that. And there's two signs to that. There's a kiss and a cross. Kiss is when right now it's beginning to do a cross. It's crossing over for the sell side. Wait for it to get a kiss. That is, it comes to it to reverse and changes again, like we did early in June. That's acceleration mode. I wait for a cross. That's my signal. Like, be ready, be ready. Get the airplane to the runway, but you're not authorized to take off yet. When I get the kiss, I rev up, and that's I take off. Why? Because that's the acceleration part of it. That's beginning to take off fast. I want to run those. That's what OTM. What was your other question?
Well, I guess if you're talking about doing this trade and you said, do you want to risk, make 30 points, I guess what you're risking, I guess you'd have to risk, 10 points on it, right, for a good risk-reward ratio?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the question becomes, how fast can it be at 710?
Yeah, well,
it's 700 right now, so
707.
It might be there by the time we get done this interview.
Exactly. My point is, that's the type of question you need to ask you, and you say, okay, maybe the place to trade this stock is that center line on the upside, because on the downside, the wind is behind the ship. It's going to be very tough to short this baby. So maybe you have to wait, reload. Well, like twice, it gave you that chance. Okay, the second one was really the strength one. You could see that the cross came in. This is on 22nd. On June 22nd would be two days ago, 2 trading days ago, is where the takeoff was. We went from, the center line, last touch was 660. So you booked about 40 points in 2 days. Not too shabby. You add a few options in there just for juice. Boom, done. You made your soup money.
Yeah, so you're gonna take a shot on that one, Fari?
Try for the next one, yes.
The short the Netflix and use the 7.
No, not short it. No. I'll take it on the bounce off the center line.
Okay.
The yellow line.
All right.
Look at the chart.
How extended are we on the Facebook here in Sigma channels? Things bolted to new all-time high, 87.58, trading down 30 cents. Is this a breakout mode here, or getting a little frothy in Facebook?
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to take a look. FP coming up, and also while we're doing that, I'm going to bring up also that it's the big guns are out. They've been out. This is the OTF chart. I'm going to snap that too. Sigma channels, we're at 2 Sigma plus daily, so we're and 3 Sigma weekly. Now remember, here's the issue with Netflix. Facebook. Facebook has had a very slow, gradual move. As a matter of fact, if you look at the weekly charts, going back to November, there's been a very tight trading range. So your Sigma levels there are a little bit insensitive, if you will. Okay, that means it's going to take time for it I'm sorry, it's going to show that's overbought too fast. Does that make sense?
Correct.
Because the balls are too tight. Okay, so the weeklies show a little bit of overbought already. The daily says no. There's probably more to come. My bet would be we're going to see more new highs.
Okay.
Given that mixture, yeah.
I think you could see
sometimes you gotta go back.
Do you think Facebook can see $100? I think it sees 100 by the end of the year, maybe by the end of the summer.
Yeah, I think you could see 100. Yeah, I mean, there's no chart reasons for me to say yes, you will, But
I'd like a pullback so I could get in, though. It's hard to chase a stock that's run 3-4 points.
Hold on, Dennis. What else would you like? Should I throw in a couple of blondes? I mean, as an incentive. I mean, come on. What else do you want? All you traders have all the same cloth. I like to be in, but a little bit cheaper. Wait a second.
Well,
Are you hanging out with Murray again?
Hey, Dennis,
I mean, come on, guys.
I mean, last couple times this thing made a new all-time high. I mean, it had a significant pullback. You know.
Yes.
So,
Dennis, it's like an annuity. It hardly moves. It's very steady.
Dennis, I'd almost from 88. I'd almost be willing to take 84 versus 92.
Well, let me show you the OTF chart before you do anything. I think we have a pullback here coming pretty much.
Okay.
The way I see it now, yeah. There's a pretty good odds of having that.
All right, Dennis, we'll have to talk about this.
Yeah,
one
we're
later.
gonna get it back.
We're gonna make. We're gonna get. You're getting off.
Once Fari. Fari's screwing our opinions here.
Fari Hamzei.
Well, you gotta look at the charts. I mean, remember, I always say that CIs and CI dips don't lie. Politicos do. You gotta look at these charts. You know, those are. Remember, these are acceleration.
Where's your short-term target
derivative
for Facebook? You said you think you can see a pullback. Where do you think it can pull back to? Facebook.
Central line is 1 second. I'll give you exact. There we go. Hold on.
Well, I like exact numbers.
83.
$83.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I see. If it doesn't stop at 83,
I'm a buyer at 83.
Okay, if it doesn't, then we have a more structural issue. Next stop is 76.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, why would that? But the question becomes, why would that company have that structural issue? These guys have been pulling the rabbit out of the hat many times. Zuckerberg has done a great job. And at the beginning, I remember one of his first interviews, they said, oh, this guy's CEO? Yeah, this guy's CEO has done a good job. Think about it.
Fari Hamzei, founder of Hamzei Analytics. He joins the show every Wednesday, bringing his wealth of knowledge on aggressive equity options and futures trading to our listeners. Fari, a pleasure as always. Have a great day. We'll speak to you next Wednesday.
Honor for me. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Thank you, Fari.